All right, thanks, guys. Coming off another winning day on my Patreon website where I do daily premium sports picks. I went 3-1 yesterday on that site in my 4 premium picks. It's going to put us at 5-0 in our last 5 daily best plays. And of course, that daily best play is a package that I offer, which is just $1.99 through the end of the month. It's also going to put us at 7-1 in our last 8 extra daily picks, which is another package that I offer. And of course, we are a perfect 5-0 in our last 5 college basketball tier package plays. And the good news is we got a college basketball tier play going off tonight. It's a monster play. And if you guys want some more information about that, link for that website is in the description section below. Once again, we are red hot right now, and we're just going to keep it going. We're going to do our best to continue to just generate winners. But anyway, guys, we got ourselves a nice slate of NBA action here tonight, so let's go ahead and get into it. All starts Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to begin with the Suns taking on the Pistons, and that's going to be a 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off in Detroit. Phoenix is -2.5, total 223 and a hook. Now, we got a bunch of guys out for Phoenix. Baines, Cam and Tyler Johnson, Saric and Jerome, they are all out for the Suns. But having said that, I'm going to contradict myself here. Phoenix is 14-10 against the spread on the road this year, and mostly because of Devin Booker. Booker averaging 27 points a game, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Kelly Oubre, 19 points a game, 7 rebounds. And DeAndre Ayton, he's averaging 18 points a game and a dozen rebounds, but it doesn't stop there because the big man, DeAndre Ayton, he's averaging 2 blocks a game as well. Now, Detroit on the other side, they've dropped 6 out of their last 7 games. They also failed to cover the point spread in 7 out of their last 9. Rose is out. Morris is questionable. Detroit's in the bottom 10 in scoring, bottom 5 in offensive rebounding. Now, out of their 27 home games, they've been victorious in just 10 of them. They've also gone just 10-17 against the spread in those 27 home contests as well. Detroit ranks in the bottom 5 in defensive field goal percentage. They also rank dead last in the association in home offensive rebounding on average per game. Now, total-wise, Detroit is 70% to the over in their last 10. They're also 19-8 to the over on their home court. I'm going to lean toward the road chalk in this one. Give me Phoenix -2.5 and the over 223.5 in that game. Next matchup, Pacers taking on the Raptors. 7:30 Toronto. This should be a good one. Toronto is -6, total 216.5. We saw a half a point move toward Toronto, the movement downward on the total. The Raptors opened 5.5 up to -6. Total opened 217 down to 216.5. If you like the Pacers in this matchup here, not so sure this is a great spot for you. They've dropped 3 out of their last 4 games. They also went just 1-3 against the spread in those 4. TJ Warren, he's out for tonight's action. Indiana also ranks in the bottom 5 in offensive rebounding, bottom 10 in defending the 3 ball on the road. And of course, they are running into a buzzsaw. That is the Toronto Raptors because they've won their last 11 straight. Hottest team in the NBA right now. They've also covered 70% of their games in their last 10. They rank in the top 3 in shooting the 3 ball in the NBA. That is not going to bode well for this Pacer team. They also rank in the top 3 in points allowed. They're giving up just 105 points per game. Now, let's go ahead and dive into some more kind of trends and stats here for Toronto. They're 18-7 straight up at the Scotiabank Arena. They rank in the top 3 in defensive field goal percentage. They're also in the top 3 in defending the 3 ball. Now, in addition to those 18 home victories, they've gone 16-9 against the spread at home this year as well. And they're currently the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. Now, Gasol and Hernandez, they are listed as out for tonight's action. Hollis Jefferson, he's listed as questionable. Having said that, though, this Toronto team, they do have depth. They have a lot of key players, including Pascal Siakam, 24 points a game, 8 rebounds. Kyle Lowry, 19 points a game, 5 boards, 7 assists. And Freddie Van Fleet, 18 points a game, 7 assists, and 2 steals. Toronto ranks in the top 10 in home scoring, top 10 in home points allowed. They're averaging 116 points per contest at the Scotiabank Arena. Now, Toronto 70% to the over in their last 10. Pacers, 6 out of their last 9 got over the number as well. I'm going to lean toward the home chalk in this one. Give me the Raptors -6 in the over 216.5 in that matchup. Next game, Warriors taking on the Nets, 7:30 Brooklyn. The Nets are the 7.5-point favorite at home, total at 221 and a hook. We saw a 0.5-point fade of Brooklyn and movement upward on the total. The Nets open as the 8-point favorite, down to 7.5. Total open 221, up to 221 and a hook. Brooklyn, believe it or not, winners of 3 out of their last 4. They've also gone 4-2 straight up in their last 6. Now, out of that span of 6 games, they successfully covered the point spread in 4 out of those 6 as well. They rank in the top 3 in the NBA, believe it or not, in offensive rebounding. They're also in the top 5 in defensive field goal percentage. Now, Kyrie's out. He's not going to be playing. Temple and Harris, they are upgraded to probable. Spencer Dinwiddie, 21 points a game, 6 assists. Karis LeVert, 14 points a game, 4 rebounds for him. Big Jared Allen, 11 points a game, double-digit rebounds for the Nets. Brooklyn ranks in the top 5 in offensive rebounding at home, top 10 in defensive field goal percentage on their home court as well. Now, Golden State on the other side, losers of 7 out of their last 10. They've also won just 5 out of 27 road games this year. They rank in the bottom 3 in offensive field goal percentage, bottom 3 in defensive rebounding. Guys, I don't know really how to put it to you. Golden State, they got the worst record in the NBA. They're the worst team in the association. They're just 12-39 overall for the year. Now, 7 out of Golden State's last 9 games did get over the number. Brooklyn, 60% to the over in their last 10 themselves. I'm going to lean Brooklyn Nets -7.5 and the over 221.5 in that game. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Wednesday's NBA action. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy hump day to you. We are halfway there. The weekend is right around the corner. Now, guys, before we go ahead and move on, I got to quickly remind you once again to check me out on my red-hot website at patreon.com/Brock Page, where I do daily premium sports picks on that website, beginning at just $1.99 per month. We went 3-1 yesterday in our 4 premium picks on that website. That's going to improve our record to a perfect 5-0 in our last 5 daily best plays on that site. Of course, if you want access to the daily best play, it's only going to cost you $1.99 through the end of the month. We also have another package called the Daily Extra Play. We're currently 7-1 in our last 8 extra daily plays on that site. If you want access to that membership, it's just $2.99 through the end of the month. And of course, when you sign up for a package on Patreon, you get all the cheaper packages for free. So if you sign up for the daily extra package at $2.99 per month, not only are you going to get the daily extra pick, but you're going to get the daily best play for free. So that's how it works. The more expensive the package is, you get all the cheaper packages for free. It's all included, guys. Not a lot of people know about that. One more thing to add. College basketball tier. It's $29.99 a month. When you subscribe to that, like I said, you get access to all the cheaper packages. So you get access to the NBA package, the crowd pleaser teaser, the dog, the extra pick, the daily best play. Everything that is cheaper than the college basketball package, you'll get for free. In that college basketball package, we are currently 5-0 in our last 5 plays. And the good news is we have a monster college basketball play going off tonight. Guys, link for that site is in the description section below. It's patreon.com/Brock Page. Now, one more thing. You might be wondering, well, why would I buy a package from Brock on his website when he gives me all the picks here for free? And that's a great thought. That's a great, kind of intuition on your part. And you're exactly right. I give you all the picks for free here on YouTube. But the problem with that is if you were going to bet every single game on the board, side and total with your hard-earned money, you are guaranteeing yourself failure. You cannot win money that way. You're guaranteeing yourself you're going to lose all your money in the long run. And as a matter of fact, you're probably going to end up losing your money in the short run as well. It's just way too many games. The math becomes aggressively against you the more games you play. If you play the entire board, the math is really against you. The books are way too smart. They're way too sharp. They have too much money. They have more money than you. And they can absorb that kind of action. But you can't. We just don't have enough money. So what I do on Patreon, I make life a lot easier for you. I break it down and focus in on 3 to 4 premium selections per day. They're high percentage selections, high percentage picks, games that I personally have action on. And I'll tell you this much, my current Patreon record is a whole lot better than it is here on YouTube, throwing darts, picking every game on the board with my eyes closed. I don't have any stay away games. I don't tell you to pass on it, or take the underdog or pass, or this is a stay away game, or I'm not going to pick on this one. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to break down a game for 2 minutes and then pass on it. But I implore you, please don't bet every single game on the board, side and total. Check me out on Patreon. I make life a lot easier for you. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dive into some more free lines and personal leans right here on YouTube. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got the Magic taking on the Celtics, 7:30 Boston. The Celtics are the 7.5-point favorite, total at 212. We saw a 1-point move toward Boston and movement downward on the total. The Celtics opened 6.5 up to 7.5. Total opened 212.5 down to 212 even. Boston very, very good at home this year. 20-5 straight up at the Garden. 16-9 against the spread in those 25 home games. Now Hayward and Cantor, they've been upgraded to probable. Those guys have been banged up, but we should see them in action tonight. Now keep an eye on Walker and Smart. They are listed as questionable. Daniel Tice, he is listed as out with an ankle injury. Having said that, though, Boston has been able to push through these injuries. Winners of their last 4 straight. They've also gone 7-1 straight up in their last 8 games. They're 80% against the spread in their last 10 as well. Now, this Boston team, they rank in the top 3 in the NBA in points allowed, top 10 in offensive rebounding. Jason Tatum, 22 points a game, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Jaylen Brown, 20 points a game for him and 7 rebounds. And, of course, Gordon Hayward, like I said, he's been upgraded to probable. We will almost 100% see him in action tonight. He's got 17 points a game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists for the Celtics. Boston ranks in the top 10 in home scoring, top 10 in home points allowed, and they're giving up just 105 points per game. This is a well-rounded basketball team getting the job done on both ends of the court. Now, Orlando on the other side. I know that a lot of guys have been backing them. They play good defense, but they've lost 7 out of their last 9 games. And out of their 25 road games this year, they've been victorious in just 9 of them. Now, one more thing to add about the Magic. They rank in the bottom 3 in road scoring. This team has really struggled to put up points this year. I'm going to lean toward the home chalk. Give me Boston minus 7.5 and the under 212 in that game.